Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. So, what is in this box, I'm super excited about. I've been needing to get one of these for quite a long time. This is going to help us in a whole bunch of videos. So, let me get it out of the box and I'll be right back. I'm super excited to show it to you. Alright, so just a little bit of intro. You guys that watch the show, especially those guys who've been watching for a while, have seen me do hundreds and hundreds of videos using this old school Caldwell lead sled. Check out a couple little clips here. Let's check it out. See what happens. But for the longest time, I've been using that lead sled that one of our friends gave to us, Randy actually. And that thing, I think he said he found it in a barn or something, and it was even old back then. But it was definitely time for an upgrade. So this is what I got right here. The Caldwell lead sled DFT2. What in the world is the DFT2? It stands for dual frame technology. In short, see the ring light reflection there. It has this dual frame to where in days gone by, like my older one, perfect example, it had the single bar right here where anything that had a longer magazine you could not use in it, even a lever action you couldn't use. Well, with the DFT2, that is no longer an issue. The magazines can go right down the middle or the lever action, and you can use this for just about anything. Let me get right into it. I'm going to open this box, put everything out on the table here, and then we're going to put it together quick. Check it out. I might as well just bring you along while I'm sitting here opening the box. That's my Schrade Slight, by the way. Look how slim that thing is. A knife I carry every day. So, Lead Sled DFT2. Did I miss some of the tape? How's this box come out? Or are you supposed to just pull it all out the top? Yep. I thought the side was a folding flap, but you're supposed to pull it all out the top. So, what all we got here? That's the whole reason I'm filming it up here in this room. Is I got a big old table to lay out all the pieces. We got an instruction booklet. I am actually going to read that. We got a box full of stuff right here. And then the rest of it, the frame and all these goodies. So let me get all this laid out, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so got everything out of the box here. I'm fixing to show you. It looks to me like I could probably sit here and just look at the picture and put these parts together. But the last time I put something together, I missed a part and had to take it all apart again. So I'm actually going to read the directions and go step by step. But let me show you everything that's in the box. So we got the main frame here. Yep, we got the kids' toys over here. Then we got the base plate, I'd call this, where you'd set your weights. Front rest. The adjuster wheel for the height of the rest. This is the piece that the rest sets on. And that's the front riser too. A couple feet for the front. And then we've got this, some little bearing thing. 3 Allen keys, 2 of these things, 4 bolts, and a wrench. So I'm assuming, yeah, comes with all the tools that you need to put it together too. That's pretty nifty. But I'm going to read some of the instructions and we're going to get to it. Alright, so this looks like it's going to be even easier than I thought. Super quick to put this together. So we got our main frame here, and then I put the weight tray right here. The only thing to think about here is you need to have the foot holes towards the front of the rest. So the weight tray, it does matter which way it goes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 holes right there, which are the 4 bolts that it came with. So I'm going to put all 4 of those to the weight tray and attach it to the frame. And then I'm going to take the feet and put them in the 2 holes right there and right there. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Doing all this using the tools that it came with. The hex wrenches and then this one wrench right there. Be right back. go ahead and show you what I'm doing here. So I got those 4 bolts sticking through the bottom to the frame there to attach the weight tray. And what I'm doing is I've got the Allen key here on the top, on the inside, and then I'm tightening all of these 4 lock washers like this. It's probably the easiest way to do it, just for how it's set up. But you don't got to go crazy with those, but you definitely want them tightened down. It's nice that they put lock nuts on here. Did I say lock washers? I meant to say lock nuts. That way you don't have to worry about it backing off or rattling loose, because they're using lock nuts on there. But you get the idea. I'm going to cinch up these bottom 2 now, and then I'll put the feet on next. Then for the 2 feet up front, remember, we installed the weight tray towards the front, so our feet would be further, give this thing a wider stance. You obviously want the feet on the bottom, so I took that same Allen key. These bolts came pre-installed in the feet there, so I'm just going to put that bolt through that hole there, hold the foot up, and tighten it as much as I can here quick, and take that key and cinch her down there. Give it 2 or 3 oogie boogies there. Then I'm going to do the other side. Alright, so now we're going to start to put together the front rest. It came assembled. There's a bolt on each side, one there and one there. So I had to take that apart. One of the features of this DFT2 is that you can slide the front rest. The back rest is back there. One of the features of this thing is you can slide the front rest depending on how long your bing bang is. So what I'm going to do here is just put this back together. Now, looking at the pictures, do I want this on the right side or the left side? They're showing it on the left side, so I'm going to do it the same way their picture shows. Then I'm just going to take these bolts, put them, I'll do it on the side you can see, put it back through there. Then it came with a washer, and then it has a threaded piece of brass right there that I just dropped. And then I'm just going to thread that back onto there. And then I'm going to do the other side. But this is how you would loosen and tighten it to move that front rest back and forth. So I'm going to tighten this side down. And then I'm going to do the other side, exact same thing. This thing is super, super easy to put together. I'll be right back. Alright, so let me get this over here to the center. So, you want to tighten these down right here, where they're pretty tight but not crazy tight. And then you'll find the perfect spot and the tightness to where they get to where they're tight but they're not insane. And that's going to hold that rest exactly where you want it. If you were to move it back for something shorter, so on and so forth. Now, we're going to put on the top piece. This is where your bearing is going to go, right in this little circular tray. So we're going to drop that in there so we can spin. And then what's next? Then we're going to put the spinny thing on there. And then we're going to put this on there. Let me read some of the directions here real quick. Looks like, yeah, we got to take this bolt out of the top. Now, I'm going astray from the directions, but I think it will be all right. We're going to take this off. And then that is what's going to put this on there. Now, which side do they want the handle on? They say they're putting the handle on this side. That probably... No, it does matter. Well, it may not, but we're going to do it the same way they did it. And then, I'm going to put that bolt back in the top. And then I'm going to check back in on the directions again. That is almost all completely put together. I did not imagine this being so simple to put together, but really, a lot of it right out of the box is already put together. But I'll check back in with you in just a second. All right, so now that we got this front rest and the bearing and the wheel and this base plate here put together, I just put the little front rest strap through there, but that's pretty self-explanatory. Put that through the slots. Now we've got to put this top piece on here. That's going to be the front rest for your Boo Lot Slinger. It pretty much fits right down in that tray right there. And this is the 4 bolts. I spin this around. There's a bolt hole in the bottom of these, you can see, and in the base. That is going to correspond to the 4 bolts here. So I'm just going to take these apart. I like how they have this all, for the most part, pre-assembled and then put in the box, so it kind of helps you understand what in the world you're doing. So the instructions say to put the plate through here and then put the bolts up from underneath. So that's what I'm going to do. Tip here to help you. Go ahead and raise this up, and that's going to give you more access to put these bolts in. I was reading online and noticed some people said they were having difficulty getting access to these. Well, raise this dude all the way up and I can get my whole hand under there to put these bolts in. So I'm going to put those 4 in and I'll be right back. Let me grab a few bing bangs real quick and just kind of show you how it sits in there. Alright, you can see here now how that DFT frame, or dual frame technology, that mag fits down in between there. Pretty sweet, huh? And then one more thing to call out, how this kind of works. There's a channel on this side of the threaded tower there, and that there's a key on the end of this rod, and that's how you tighten it down to get this completely solid. You loosen it up, and that's where you get all of your adjustment there as I shake the whole table. But just for sake of showing you, you see how you can get a whole lot of up and down adjustment out of that. But this has a little key on the end of this and a spring, and when you get to your close to your height, you can tighten that down, and there you have it. But that's just to kind of show you how that works. So a lot of rests and days gone by, you couldn't use this type of bing bang because the mag would get in the way. Well, now that's no longer a problem. Pretty sweet, huh? Bring this back down. Come on. And then, just because I know a bunch of you guys would use it for this type of bang bang, a bolt action, well, there you have it, just like that. Butt pad goes back in there. You got your adjustments in that back where I showed you. And then same thing. You got the adjustments back here. If you need a little bit of side-to-side action, you can do that here if you need to. But hey, appreciate y'all watching and coming along. We're going to get a ton of use of this lead sled at the range. Go check it out. Might be something you guys need to. The Caldwell DFT2 dual frame technology tool lead sled. Thing's super sweet. We're going to get a ton of use out of it. Stay tuned. It's fixing to be in a whole bunch of videos. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. WHOTEEWHO!